Damn, chill, you got another one?
What's poppin'? You already know the deal. You are now rockin' with no chill for real. We about to get ill. What did you expect for me to bow down, get soft and talk politically correct? They consider me a threat, especially if they goofy, cause I clown guys, no lies, I just do it truthfully. It's on the house like Snoopy, it's free in other words. I'm a nightmare to these super squares and nerds. I barbecue them with words when I'm through commentating. One thing you'll never see me ever do is hating, lying, exaggerating, or fabricating for views. If you not built for the street like a pair of shoes, as square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. You square as a Rubik's Cube, stop it and leave the field, or wind up a topic on no chill for real. All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes.
Gotta stay going in.
All gas, no brakes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. Honor over money, gotta do what it takes. Gotta keep the pressure on these cowards and these snakes. What's poppin'? You are now rocking with no chill for real. I'm not your doctor, and I don't care how you feel. So by now, hopefully you guys know that I have 2 YouTube channels, and this is the intro for my other channel called No Chill for Real. On that channel, I'm gonna be talking about things unrelated to prison. We're gonna clown, we're gonna have fun, keep it light, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then we're gonna address a serious topic, such as today, man. I tried to upload 2 videos for you guys today, some reaction videos. For whatever reason, man, it's tripping. I'm having problems once again with the audio. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or what, so it's kind of frustrating. But anyway, we're gonna keep it pushing. The show must go on, man. So I'm gonna drop some content from my No Chill for Real channel on this, in hopes of driving some traffic over to my other channel, man. So if you haven't subscribed, go check in with No Chill for Real, man. So today, man, I got a couple of people who got at me and wanted to know my opinion on the Houston police officer who was fired a couple of days ago after her racist rant, Ashley Gonzalez. So if you guys are unaware with it, let me show you guys a video, right? And somebody said, she said the N-word with the hard ER 27 times, man. Anyway, check it out.
The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I hate oh my god, I hate, like, I hate y'all, like, you, like, I don't, oh, we were slaves this and that, I don't give a like, for a reason you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than to steal. Like, oh my, like, I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his, oh my god, like, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de Dios, I had my wallet next to me, like, my whole purse, and those, like, that little small ass decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my god, I would have grabbed my heel and, like, whooped the out of that ass. But, like, whatever, right? Some other little side that he had decided to steal my friend's wallet. Like, how possible, bro, can you stupidly be to steal another wallet? Like, please tell me, like, how do you know the pin? Like, bro, like, how, like, oh my god, like, oh my, like, I swear to y'all should have, like, we were literally eating there. I had my wallet next to me. I pulled up a chair. I put my purse there, and my, like, that's why I need to start carrying. Like, oh my god, like, that's L on me for not carrying. Like, okay, like, I'll take that shit on the chin, like, whatever, right? But, like, my friend literally had his phone and his wallet, like, right next to us, and we were eating, chit-chatting. We were there for, like, fucking 40 minutes already, and then 2 fucking little decided to walk past us. One of them decided to run up on my friend and grab the wallet from the table, and oh my god, my friend took off running after him. I get up and I grab that other from the neck, and I was like, hey, I was like, tell your friend to get the back here. He's like, get the off me, like, I'm not gonna punch a female. I was like, I don't give a I was like, what the are you gonna possibly say? Like, are you gonna call 911 because I called you a no, right? Oh my god, I don't know, this shit didn't record, but it was like, I'm kind of glad it didn't record, because it was like me expressing how much I hated black people after this. Like, dog, like, let me get a black person on a 911 call tomorrow, especially, you're going to fucking jail. I don't give a f. You're getting treated like bunch of shit because why the f, as you as a small ass are you learning how to feel already? Like, how the f, like in downtown, Nick, I grabbed that other dude from the neck and I was like, hey, I was like, get your friend to get over here right now or else. And he's like, hey, back off. Like, I don't hit females. I was like, I don't give a you. He's like, I'm gonna call cops. I was like, I don't give a I was like, please tell a 911 cop that I called you. Where is the like crime in that? Please, like, scammer gets scammed. Like, please tell them I called you. Like, oh my god. But
okay, so you know, I don't know if you guys have been noticing this year though, on my 16 to Life channel, I was really trying hard to stay away from racial issues. You know, I believe it's just too divisive and it's an ugly situation, right? Something like this, though, I just definitely feel I have to address, right, for a couple of reasons. Now, I had said before on my channel, right, I don't believe any black content creator should have to apologize when you have somebody from Chicago or somebody from, you know, New York come to No Jumper and say some racist things, right? And that's the same for this lady right here. You know, this lady is from Houston. I don't believe any Hispanic podcaster in Southern California, if I didn't include that earlier, Southern California, right? They're not, in my opinion, right? And this is just my opinion, of course. Mexican podcasters are not responsible and shouldn't have to come on here and make any excuses or make any type of apologies or whatever for Ashley Gonzalez. And here's why I feel, because whatever she says does not affect the Southern California community. The same as when Charleston White says something, it does not affect the Southern California community. You know, it can, in my opinion, cause less chaos if you were to have an individual who's from Southern California say something, whether it's in terms of racially related to blacks or Mexicans, because then you can have individuals out here in this area just, you know, upset about it, right? So I don't feel that, you know, anybody from out this way, you know, should make an apology for this lady. She is in Houston, right? So in my opinion, that's a Houston issue, even though what she said was extremely disrespectful to the entire black race, because in that rant, she made it specifically clear that she hates the black race, right? So now today I've seen where she has, you know, come and apologize, right? And my honest feelings toward her apology is fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say it again. I'm not saying fuck Mexicans or fuck the Hispanic race. I'm specifically saying fuck that bitch, right? And here's why, man. She went on to make this long rant disrespecting the entire black race. She even went so much to bring up slavery and say that, you know, I see why you guys were slaves and things of that nature, right? Where if she was really angry, she could have just directed her anger toward the individual who stole whatever item he stole from her friend. She could have called him a whole bunch of choice words and not even chose to bring race in it, right? To me, honestly, and we keeping in mind that she was a former police officer. She was a police officer at the time she went on that rant, right? Now, to me, it says a couple of things about her. It says that she's extremely stupid. The bitch is extremely stupid, right? I mean, we just got to keep it 100 right here on No Chill For Real. That is a stupid ass bitch, right? And the reason I say that is because the dumbass bitch, what she could have done is she just could have continued to be a police officer, taking her hate out on black people, if that's what she chose to do. Because somewhere in that rant, she said if she ran across a black person tomorrow when she's on duty, he's going to jail. He's getting dogged out, treated like shit, so on and so forth, right? But this stupid ass bitch, she goes on these social media platforms, she makes this rant, knowing damn well she is a police officer, and she loses her job, right? So if she doesn't give have any regards for the black race? Why should I have any regard for her? So once again, man, fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad she's lost her job. I hope that bitch can't get another job. She can't work. Fuck her in her ass and feed her chewed up glass. Man, that's how I feel, right? Because now she's coming with this an apology, right? She's not mad that, or excuse me, she's not upset that or she's not apologetic. She's upset at the fact that she got caught, right? And this is why I say that, because that was deep rooted anger and hate. The way she chose to vilify the black community, in my opinion, that didn't come from one incident, right? That was deep rooted hate that she has held on for a long time, right? So now suddenly, because you lose your job, they applied pressure out there in Houston, and because initially they put her on administrative leave, right? And then you had individuals out there rallying and protesting, and then they came around and fired her, right? But even to see that video, because they saw the video and then they put her on leave. That was a slap in the face, because when you see the video, you shouldn't put her on administrative leave, because to my understanding, administrative leave, you are still getting paid, and the tax dollar of the public is still paying your salary, right? So you saw the video. So the administration people, so they put her on leave. So that was crazy. You should have fired her right then and there. They eventually came around and fired her, right? So she's not, like I said, once again, she's not apologetic because what she said and this and that, and now she feels bad or whatever. She's upset at the fact of losing her job, because my thing is this here, right? If your anger and your hate is that deep rooted and you feel that strongly, right? There's no way you can truly be sorry and apologetic in a day or two, right? It's going to take some type of counseling, some type of true learning, some studying, some self-analyzation to really be able to turn a new leaf and walk away from the person that you were in character, in mentality, in your actions, and so on and so forth, right? That's just like, man, that's like a gang member, right? Hating the opposition, whoever the opposition is, and he's hating the opposition because he grew up like that. It's something that has been embedded in him, and he has been indoctrinated for whatever reasons that his homies had, that he's had, that individuals in his neighborhood has experienced toward the opposition to make him hate this individual, right? So suddenly he gets locked up and he goes to jail. He doesn't stop hating. He doesn't stop hating the opposition. You know what I'm saying? Just like, okay, let me say this, right? When I was locked up in prison, I used to function with a collective, the Inland Empire, right? The Inland Empire is made up of Riverside County and San Bernardino County, and all, the individuals within those two areas, right? You had individuals in the Inland Empire who they beefed with each other on the street. When they came to prison and functioned under one collective, they didn't stop hating their enemies. They didn't stop hating you had dudes from the same city, possibly in San Bernardino, right? And now we're functioning together. We're all quote unquote homies, right? But they still had that hate, man. I can't tell you guys how many times I had to try to negotiate peace between homies because they had came in from the street with hate toward another individual who now they was functioning with, right? And so, man, this stuff just doesn't go away, right? It just doesn't go away overnight, right? And so some of the homies came around and came to understand that the collective was about everybody in whole, and some of them didn't. I had homies who said they couldn't wait to get out and go shoot at these other dudes they hanging around with every day. So the same for Ashley, right? Ashley had a deep-rooted, maniacal, diabolical, hatred toward black people. And to me, it's also crazy because she is using the N-word with the GGA and the N-word with the hard ER, right? So once again, it shows me that you have an individual who swears they hate the culture, they hate people of this particular race, but you are still emulating and pretty much stealing the culture and calling yourself and referring to other individuals as a word that we use as a term of endearment. And of course, she's referring to herself like that at times, her friends, because she's using the word. She made several distinctions between, at times, the GGA and the GGER. So it obviously tells me she has been using that word for a long time, right? So anybody that's upset that I said fuck that bitch obviously has to feel the same way and is siding with her strictly because of racial lines, right? And it is what it is, right? I wouldn't expect any Hispanic person, Mexican, Latin, or whatever they, see themselves as, to have any type of love, have any type of understanding for a black individual or a white individual who went on some type of rant like that and disrespected their whole entire race just on the strength of a person being born into a particular race. That's something that I don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I don't rock with. I don't understand it. And once again, fuck her in the ass and feed her glass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Because let's keep in mind that punk bitch was a former police officer. She had the power to arrest somebody and totally destroy their lives with a lie, with her hate, with her prejudice, so on and so forth, right? And I'm at the point now, I'm mature enough, I no longer have a dislike or a hate for all police like I did when I was a gang member, right? Now I just have a dislike toward crooked officers or individuals who will take advantage of their position, right? People who try to hold other individual civilians to a higher standard, but they do not hold themselves to the same standard, right? So let's just talk about if this piece of shit ass bitch had arrested somebody, right? And then lied on them, planted some drugs on them or any old thing, right? Lied on them or whatever. Now, potentially, the individual goes to jail. He can't get out of jail. He may lose his house. He may lose, of course, he's lost his freedom. He's going back and forth. He may lose his job because he was put in a predicament by this individual who lied on him based on her hatred for the race that he comes from, right? And it's crazy, right? Because, I have a real analytical mind, and I'm real inquisitive, and I think about a lot of things outside of the prison genre, right? And I'll probably be moving away from that sooner than later. But I was thinking about this a couple of months ago, and it's crazy how this plays into what I was thinking about, right? Just something out of the blue one day told me, you know what? Research how many times black police have been brought up on charges, fired, caught on camera, being racial towards any other race, whether it's white, Hispanics, Asians, so on and so forth, right? And so I went on ChatGPT and I researched that, right? And of all the police officers in the United States, of all the black police officers in the United States, it only popped up one time. It was only one time that I saw that a black officer lost his job because he was being racial. And that's crazy now, because we see this we see this so many times with officers of other colors losing their jobs, being caught on tape, being caught on, their microphones, saying disrespectful things about blacks all the time. I've seen Asian officers, I've seen Mexican, Hispanic officers, I've seen white officers disrespecting blacks, talking crazy, accidentally caught on their body cam or whatever it is, and then they lose their job. Sometimes they're just moved to another position. Sometimes they didn't even lose their job. So it's crazy, right? That I just seen only one black officer to lose his job doing that. Just recently we saw individuals down at the Los Angeles police department, making disparaging comments about, blacks. And you had these dudes who were hiring saying negative things, and they end up losing their jobs and all. We see it all the time, right? We see it all the time. These officers disrespecting and claiming to have an immense amount of hate for black people. So just think the damage that they can go out there and do with the powers of being a police officer, right? Just think if this, like I said, if this dumbass bitch didn't keep her mouth shut and just go and use her position to fuck over black people. So before I get out of here, I also think it's extremely important that I mention that the black officer, the one black officer that I seen on my research who lost his job, he lost his job because he said nigga. He lost his job because he used the N-word. He wasn't disrespecting another race. He used the N-word, and he got fired because of that. So you really can say, according to my search, and I'll probably do another search when I get off just to double check, there has been no documented black officers being racist in their line of work towards another race. And so, people love to say that black people, we complain, we whine too much, but we face a different type of persecution than all other races, right? And if you are not black, you're not going to agree with me. If you are black, chances are you are probably going to agree with me 100%. We face a different type of persecution. And if you have not had to deal with things of that nature, of course you can't understand. Of course you can't relate to it. This is shit sometimes we experience on a weekly basis. Sometimes it's a daily basis, right? Sometimes it's a daily basis, man, where you will experience some type of prejudice or some type of hate for another race, right? And so once again, I just feel it's extremely ignorant to allow experiences to make you have a certain type of perception of the whole entire race. I've had negative encounters with white people. I've had negative encounters with Asians. I've had negative encounters with Hispanic people. But my right hand before God, man, it has never caused me to view their whole entire race with disdain or try to, relegate them to a low position in life or view them in a negative manner because my experience with a certain individual, man. So that's just plain out stupidity. And, I don't understand it, man. Anyway, you already know what it is, man. This is No Chill for Real. I'm not your doctor, so fuck how you feel. And until the next episode, respect the code.